SpongeBob SquarePants might seem like a cheerful and lovable character, but if you really think about his actions, he is actually a pretty horrible person. While he has good intentions most of the time, his constant meddling and over-enthusiasm often cause problems for everyone around him. Whether it's at work, with his friends, or even with random strangers, SpongeBob's behavior is often annoying and harmful. He might not mean to be bad, but that doesn't make his actions any less frustrating. One reason SpongeBob is horrible is just how he treats his neighbor, Squidward. Squidward just wants to be left alone and live a quiet life, but SpongeBob constantly invades his space and ruins his peace. For example, SpongeBob frequently barges into Squidward's home uninvited or drags him into wild and chaotic activities. Even when Squidward tells him to stop, SpongeBob ignores him and keeps pushing. This shows that SpongeBob doesn't respect other people's boundaries, which is not a good quality in a friend. Another way SpongeBob is a bad person is how he behaves at the Krusty Krab. While he's a hard worker and loves his job, he often takes things too far. For instance, his obsession with making the perfect Krabby Patty can slow down orders and cause trouble for Mr. Krabs. He also annoys his coworker Squidward by singing loudly or being overly cheerful when Squidward is just trying to get through the day. SpongeBob's lack of self-awareness at work makes life harder for everyone else. SpongeBob is also terrible because he doesn't think about the consequences of his actions. Many of his adventures with Patrick end up destroying Bikini Bottom or hurting other people. In one episode, they accidentally caused an entire city to flood with bubbles. And in another, they vandalized a giant rock without realizing it belongs to someone else. Instead of fixing their mistakes, SpongeBob usually just laughs it off and keeps causing more trouble. This shows he doesn't take responsibility for his actions. In conclusion, SpongeBob might seem innocent, but his actions often hurt those around him. Whether it's ignoring boundaries, causing chaos at work, or being careless with his adventures, SpongeBob shows that he's not as kind and lovable as he seems. While he does have a good heart, his constant need to be involved in everything and his lack of awareness make him a terrible friend and neighbor. Maybe if SpongeBob learned to think before he acted, he wouldn't be such a horrible person.